Hey everyone, today is April 4th, 2011, and we have a rugby unit in PE today. We're doing this part of our school togetherness, and a professional instructor came and teaching us how to play rugby. Very interesting. Here's what you're going to be looking at. We have a purple team and a white team, and I think one of them, the purple team's already scored, and that guy down there in the really dark jumpsuit, that's the instructor. He's also got the whistle. No one here really knows what rugby is, except for me, and like one other person. So all of us are just learning today. We had an issue with the forward pass since we love American football so much. So let's look at some pictures and video.
Wales is a tremendous little rugby country. It is actually their primary sport over there as far as watching and viewership goes and participation in the region of the school that you're partnering with. They actually won the World Cup actually just the last year they did. So very small country, sort of stuck next to England, but a huge rugby power. At the same time, the U.S. is on the way up as well. You get 0 points for tackling someone, 0 points for contact. The point of rugby is to avoid the other team and make sure that we are doing what is original touchdown. In football, remember, if we get a touchdown, we get 6 points by just running into the end zone, right? In rugby, you actually have to take the ball under control and touch the ball down against the ground. In this case, you touch the line, right, as we're playing indoors. The objective of rugby is not to knock anyone over. The objective of rugby is to move the ball from one end to the other, except we can't pass forward, okay? We can't pass forward, we can't block for anyone, right? So we actually have to all work as a team to make sure we're all behind the ball and sprinting up the way, right?
We're actually getting the hang of it now. That's good, especially this group right here. They've been playing the longest so far. Oh, it looks like the substitutes are going in. They're going to start, and off they go. Oh, not very fast, that's okay. Let's go down there. The games are much more exciting from this angle. I almost got run over by somebody trying to make a score. We're really into our sport. Looks like these two courts are the ones that are really most into it. Let's start again over here. Ah, intercepted! Yay! Sorry. So what do you guys like about rugby? Do you guys like it at all?
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
If we had a rugby team at our school, would you join it?
Yeah.
Yeah? Depends on what?
When it would be played.
When it would be played. Okay. Thanks, guys.
Rotating in.
Okay, so what do you guys think about rugby? Do you like it or not?
No.
You don't like it? Why don't you like it?
It's hard.
It's hard? What's hard about it?
You have that camera.
Yes, you can't throw forward. If we had a rugby team at our school and it was open to girls and guys, would you guys play it?
Yeah.
Janella would?
I wouldn't.
Olivia wouldn't. You're busy. Do you like rugby?
Yeah, it's very fun.
It's fun. What do you like about it?
It's easy to play, and you can score really easy. You know, and you can just pass to your phones to your teammates whenever.
And if we had a rugby team, would you play on it?
Maybe.
Maybe. Versus football?
Yeah, I like football more than this, but this is pretty fun.
This is fun. Okay.
I think that Iowa actually has a very strong connection with Wales. I mean, especially the area that you guys, or the school that you're partnering with, is very similar to Iowa, and its community, its focus on sports, and the strength of the sports, and the type of athletes it has. Wales is, well, as everyone over there on the other side is going to know, is a powerhouse as far as rugby goes, and its Olympic version is obviously the current World Cup champions. But the U.S. is getting there. We've had some very good professionals who have actually been through Wales. I apologize for butchering the pronunciation, but we had Tom Billups at Pontypridd for a long time as a hooker there. We also had Paul Emmerich most recently at Newport Gwent, both from Iowa. Both came up through sevens. Both are very outstanding professionals and Iowans for us as well, who we hope are going to be leading our next generation of rugby players who hopefully you saw a bit of today.
And what do you think about the prospect of having more rugby leagues available to kids in Iowa? Do you think there would be a giant demand for kids to play on the teams?
I think that right now we've proven there's a demand. I mean, this is a sport that really is built for Iowans. The Iowans, as you may know from Tom and from Paul, we're sort of short basketball players, and basketball being our American derivative of rugby, we are naturally geared towards this sport. We're sort of short, we're sort of stocky, but I think that we're also got the kind of hard-working, intellectual athletes that is the hallmark of Wales. What makes Wales so great at rugby is what also gives Iowa that huge potential. Last year, when I returned back home, I used to referee rugby on the 7th Circuit with a good guy by the name of James Jones, who you guys probably have met if you're watching your professional rugby there in Wales. And one of the things that we've noticed here in Iowa is we need more access to more people running that fast, open, expansive game that the Welsh have really caught on to in the 7th Circuit, which has made them a powerhouse. And what we've been able to prove here in the 13 years I've been away and come back is we have that ability to make that game here with our schools.
Watching, guys. We had a really fun time playing rugby, as you can see. See you later.